Hello, it's Prince Easy once again. Pictures this time. So, pertaining to our last subject, where are their mothers? Me, as a man, I can honestly give you a majority opinion about this. I've seen it everywhere, right? It is even an issue in Japan or Korea or something like that. They dress like this. I've seen many videos on the internet of these dance videos, right? They create these short dance videos, and these women they're naked. They're naked. They're naked, right? But trust me, it began with the mother. It began with the mother, right? Aside from the whole thing that they say, eh, a man cannot raise a woman. It's not possible. There's a line. You understand? There's a line, right? So a boy is a product of their father, as a woman is a product of their mothers. So their mothers cleared this, allowed this, and their fathers entertained it. Did not see that, yo, my child is gonna show his, I don't know, accessories just in the wild. It would endanger it. It's not safe. Right? It's not safe to dress like this. So most men, to the woman they love, they will never allow them to go out like this. Where is the innocence? That's the problem. Where is the innocence? Because these people were born with innocence. But their parents, since they were young, they dressed them in a particular way, which now they have grown up to see like, it's normal. You can just leave your whole thighs outside, just taking away from men what, you're just normalizing what men find attractive to you. Then you're gonna wonder why we find you less attractive. You've been showing us your chests and your legs and your whatever belly buttons all over. No mystery, for crying out loud. Right? The normalization leads to desensitization. Right? So the bar keeps rising higher and higher. Right? Now, if this is how you dress for school, how would you dress for a date? That's that's because you have costumes, right? We know this, even men. We have costumes. I'm just saying. So, they're priming Burkina Faso for war. Sharpen those swords. These people think we're playing. Right? This is not the image I would associate with Burkina Faso as I am speaking right now, this particular date, this particular time that I'm uploading this video. I would not associate this image nor this title with Burkina Faso. I cannot, in all honesty. So why is Vice doing this? It's because it's a Jewish-owned enterprise. So they are pushing this notion and agenda. So this is the image that you get out of Burkina Faso. No wonder white people keep looking down on niggers, seeing us as savages, right? They call them juntas. It's a new term they... This word is ridiculous, man. They don't even know English, man. They don't even know English. Meanwhile, Sleepy Joe just sleeping on it. You know, he only wakes up when Zelensky comes in. I shall give you a speech today, you, the West, right? I shall give you a speech today, and it's going to come from Netanyahu, right? Netanyahu gave this speech to the Iranians. Now I'm going to give it to the Israelis, the British, the French, all of them. I'm going to give you that same speech. It's going to be beautiful. Trust me. Right? Here they are, rewriting the laws and stuff. People don't decide what is sinful and what is righteous. All of that has been decided, and there's nothing new under the sun, and you do not get to pretend. You are the newcomers to this game, Vatican. You are the newcomers. You are the imposters. Right? You hijacked the Israelite religion. You politicized it. You satanized it. You broke it apart, calling it Muslim, calling it Christian. Why not the truth? That should be our thing, right? What is your religion? Truth. Because the devil cannot tell the truth. He always lies. He can't. It's painful. This is justified, and it's the most absurd thing ever. If you look at the comments, people's opinions, God bless Israel. That's what they say. So I say this: we shall divert all of those blessings towards the true Israelites, because it's coming from your heart, it seems, right? It's coming from your heart, and you want the people of God to be saved, because as if you know the scripture, the world ain't going nowhere if Israel is not at peace. So we shall receive those blessings. Right? Maybe. But intention. So the speech, it begins like this. Listen here, you colonial powers. Listen. Every day I'm talking to your citizens, not you, because you are deaf or you have, like, I don't know, selective hearing. The people to the West, I'm telling you this. Every day, your regime that subjugates you using the police and the army and law, you can't even harness rainwater in some states in the West. You can't plant a small garden to sustain your family in the West. They have subjugated you. Why are you so blind? Imagine, just imagine, if all the vast money, billions and billions, I mean billions, that you spent all over the world, all of the money that you have used to buy weapons and maintain nuclear arsenals. Imagine all of that money that was sent to Ukraine. Imagine all that money that France is using to destabilize Sahel, to cause chaos in the Congo, to wreak havoc all over Africa. And if that's not enough, Germany jumped into the party, just channeling money and arsenal and equipment to Ukraine. Just all of that money, all of that wealth. Imagine. They're just used to sponsor foreign wars. Foreign wars. Is Iran sponsoring a foreign war? is France financing a foreign war. The United States, Germany, Poland. So imagine all of that money, all of this energy, all of this logistic nightmare that is to undertake to pump more reinforcements per se to this foreign war was invested. All of that money, these billions that are going to wars in foreign countries like Africa, like Asia. Imagine that all that money was used on your children. You have school shootings every day. How can you be the police of the world while you can't even police a school? Was used on your children's educations to clean that ignorance, that racism out of your children's minds. Imagine all of that money. I'm not talking about other channels and ways that your government spends money, like going to space. That's the whole other nest that I do not wanna. They wanna a bee nest. I don't wanna kick that. You do not wanna necessarily kick a bee nest or a hornet's nest for that matter. But it applies. Imagine all of that money NASA uses. You don't even know how much. That's the issue. People are not informed these days. You can just Google these things. Just enter how much NASA uses to go, to go to the moon. One mission to go to the moon. To do nothing. To do absolutely nothing. There is nothing that they can get to the moon, on the moon, that they can get here, as per their science fiction world. Because the moon is a product of the earth. So they say. All they want is free minerals. So it's going to the moon for free minerals a feasible thing? No, it's not. Because the moon is not a thing you can land on. They lie to you. Now imagine all of that money that was given to these people through deceit. Imagine improving your health care. Right? There was a very viral clip that went viral a couple months back. Basically, a person called an ambulance. It was an emergency, right? And the emergency services came. They started giving him on-site medical attention. I think that's exactly what he needed. And basically, looking left and right, the guy just took off. And I was there like amused. So these people have armies of ambulances, and yet they can't afford them. Here in Africa, we have less ambulances that people still can't afford. And this guy making this video, this explainer, he went on into the insurance. It's a nightmare. He went as far as to say that there are literally some Americans moving from America to go to Mexico to buy diabetes medication. That is a fact for you fact checkers out there. Now imagine all of that war that Biden sent to Ukraine was used to improve your health care. Imagine the potential in building your infrastructures. Literally, you had just this flood that apparently Biden is saying he's calling on people to donate. But when Zelensky knocks the door, the money just poof appears out of thin air. It's obvious they do not want to invest on your well-being. So why do you keep doing what they keep telling you? They keep pointing into Africa to being the problem. Africans is the problem. They're demanding so much. This and that. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Now I'm opening your eyes. Now imagine all of the wars. Vietnam, from Japan, Vietnam, Iraq, not Pakistan, Afghanistan. Just imagine. Just imagine where this world would be. And I conclude my speech in the immortal words of Netanyahu. And the name of this speech is, I Am Projecting. My name is Easy. Thank you. Here they go. Clay and iron. No mixing. No mixing. You can have your own ways to quantify intelligence by playing ping pong. Right? Here they are. I struck a nerve last time. That video, you remember that video? I struck a nerve with that one. So they had to come back and deceive you and reinforce their deception, convincing you that potatoes and seed oil is the reason for the rise of catastrophic diseases, as they say, even cancer, as if it's not a catastrophic disease. But their target is cancer. That's why they phrase it to make it stand out. Well, I can tell you, I don't agree or disagree. They're just giving you a lead. That's the problem. This is a lead. They are leading you. They gave you this lead, and they are not the ones to be giving you a lead. I can tell you cancer is caused by many, many things. One of them being radiation. Right? Cells just don't mutate, as people like to think. They don't just decide to mutate. There's something seriously wrong. Maybe it's something to do with the things that we are injected with when we are born that somehow damage the DNA to produce these cells, or it's just a DNA damaged by radiation. I've shown you here that we have electricity everywhere, right, in the bones in our DNA, and it can be affected by radiation, causing severe mutations, right? And of course, these mutations there's a spectrum, right? And we need to stop being led. To stop being led, that's the problem. So here again, they are priming to attack Tanzania again. Mass protest, and mass arrests, they say. Not even 10 people were arrested. They say it's a mass arrest. While we know these people are trying to destabilize this country, we know your plans. So are we going to let you just sit? Are we going to sit by and just let you carry out these plans? Who do you think we are? Do you think we have fear of some kind? Those days are gone. We don't have spears anymore. We got guns and missiles and everything. So all you can do is just walk in the clandestine to destabilize the nation from within, because you can send no army. So yeah, good luck with that. And by good luck, I mean cursed be your ways. May you fall on your own trap, idiot. Eh? This is the framing that, you remember that scripture I gave you the last video where I had the slides with the scriptures where the scripture says Israel will be made a burdensome to all the nations, and in order to unburden themselves from, for instance, from climate obligations, what do you think they would need to do? They would need to destroy the people who would benefit more from this illusion that they are selling. So this is just them. We're becoming burdensome to these people, right? We're becoming burdensome to the nations. They think that we are demanding too much. They don't see their role into why we got here in the first place. They don't know, they don't even consider that they took millions and millions of people from East Africa, West Africa, Central Africa, North Africa, South Africa. They took millions and millions of men, healthy men, to their countries and never returned them back. And if they did, they just threw them into islands. It wasn't because they destroyed their records. They don't see that. They don't see that was the cause for where we are right now. What if you never set foot on Africa? What if? What if? Where would you be? Dear West and East, where would you be? Just close your eyes. Close your eyes and just imagine Africa does not exist. Take whatever Africa has contributed to your economies, to your culture, take it out. What is left? That's what is yours. And we have contributed much, but look at where we are. Right? I've listened to Museveni's speech recently. They say, for instance, in the coffee industry, right? It's $1 billion industry. It has, I don't know, it's making a lot of money, I can say that, in the hundred figure, billions. But you know who's benefit most from that money? Niggas who don't even have a farm, don't even plant coffee. Countries like Germany, that was the example that was given. And it's partially our fault and it's partially their fault. But that's just the truth of the situation, right? And most citizens of the West do not really know what their governments are doing in Africa. They are clueless. They're just distracted by Super Bowls and school shootings and stuff. Right? And Iran trying to assassinate Trump and stuff. And this will lead them to try to get rid of this burden. And that will be their end. So it's going perfect, brothers and sisters. So let me just put a stop to it right there. Prince Easy, love you, signing out. Bye.